Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Rebels, you guys. Season 4, last season. We are counting down to the end of this series because it's coming up pretty fast. This is a short season. Last time was incredible. I loved the arc that we got to kick off the season. I will just kind of briefly get into my lingering thoughts on it because I think I shared a lot of them last time and last time's reactions as well. But I will just kind of catch you up to speed on how I'm feeling a week later. Before I do that, I do just want to say, if you are joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, guys. Wow, got way more out of that arc than I even thought that I would. I love a good Mandalorian story, as you guys know, if you've been following me through other Star Wars series. They're very fun and well done, particularly in this universe coming out from like Clone Wars and everything on through like series that we have now and everything. With Rebels as well. I love how it's done, and I love that we not only got a great Sabine story that really, I feel like, brought her story full circle. I feel like we worked through a lot in the arc it was like only a few episodes back, actually, but it was last season, where we had her, you know, going home and reconciling with her family and having to work through everything. I feel like what was started there was finished here. So I love that we got that, and we also got just a great Bo-Katan story, you guys. In a way, it makes perfect sense for her to be here, but I was just so surprised that she would show up, and I never expected us to get, like, this snapshot of where she is all these years later and has had time to really think and grow and reflect on everything that happened, and what we see is, you know, I think something that Satine would be really, really proud of, honestly. And she certainly has not become a pacifist like Satine was by any means, but I feel like she has really come to understand and appreciate maybe where Satine was coming from a lot more. And you could tell she really looks on the memory of her sister with honor, and I just love that. And it really added insult to injury that the weapon was called the Duchess. Oh, you guys. Oh, great story though, and just really getting to actually know like what it was that Sabine had done. And it was pretty bad. Like at first I was like, okay, well she probably just didn't know what she was doing. And the more that they go into it, you're like, it sounds like she knew what she was doing, and you know, probably as a young, impressionable person who was being heavily influenced by the Empire at that time, and like the whole family was, like, let's not pretend like the whole family wasn't like super like in with the Empire and everything, but I know it was, a lot of it was not, they didn't have a lot of options, but you know, she made a big mistake. She made a huge mistake that she is fully owned now and done something about. And I love that she just kind of like, instead of like trying to deny it, instead of trying to defend herself, instead of like breaking down and saying I can't, ooh, my computer just went off. Come on, computer, come back. Oh no, what happened? There it is. Way to interrupt me, way to steal my thunder, computer. I don't know why it went off. I guess it's been sitting here a long time. Anywho, you know, instead of doing any of those things, she just like stands up like a true, mature person and is like, yes, I did all those terrible things, and I am here to do something about it. And, you know, I think Bo-Katan really got on board with that. And I love that in the end it was Bo-Katan that kind of helped her to like rein in, which is so funny when you think about where we started with Bo-Katan, that she would be like, wait, this violence is not the answer. You know, it's like, wow, that did a lot for both their characters. So anyway, I could write, you know, an essay on on how much I loved it and all the reasons why. But for now, I am going to keep it, well, it's not exactly brief. I'm looking at my camera. It's not exactly brief. Sorry, guys. But yeah, guys, I'm dying to see what they have in store for us for the rest of this season. Without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to the next episode of Rebels? Let's do this.
We're coming up on Yavin 4.
I wonder what this rebel cell is like and how big it is compared to Phoenix Group.
According to Hera, it's more well-equipped than we were. The remnants of Phoenix Group are now a part of this cell.
Okay.
No, Chop. Hera said you're getting an oil bath when we get there, whether you like it or not.
He doesn't want a bath! He's truly like a pet!
There are cells gathered here from every corner of the galaxy.
Heck yeah.
Still not enough against the Empire.
As long as we can help
gonna
Ryder
have to
and
be.
Lothal, I'll take what I can get.
Ezra, you're back.
Hey!
Rex!
Hi, Rex!
What's going on?
Give him a hug! Well, this probably isn't the time.
There she is. Coming in what's left of her squadron.
Ah! Oh, I take it things didn't go super well. Ugh. What's left of the squadron? So we lost some people. Son of a gun. Hera's got this. She's totally got. Ah! Move out of the way! Duh! Oh, they're running towards. They're running towards. Okay. Oh, good job, love.
No, my astromech didn't make it. What?
Oh.
Chopper! Boy, I could have used you on this mission, buddy.
Captain, if we just could have...
This wasn't your fault. Any of yours.
No.
Our intel was bad. If you
You had
hadn't
bad
handled
intel.
yourself so courageously, we would have lost everybody.
Wow.
Thanks, Captain.
Yeah, good
Cleaned up.
work. Hey.
You're all here. And Sabine, you came back. What about your family on Mandalore?
They'll be fine. Right now, my family here needs me more.
Glad to
Aww.
have you.
How nice.
Oh my God!
Bridger suggests it's time to get to work. Mon Mothma requests your presence.
He looks pretty darn good. I didn't even recognize him for like a couple seconds. Mama!
Bravery in protecting.
It greatly expands their command and control throughout the surrounding sectors, and enabled them to respond much more quickly to your incursion.
I hate to
Gotcha.
admit it, but it appears Guerrera's rumors were true.
How does Saw's ragtag group
Saw.
have better intel?
Absolutely no qualms about how he acquires it.
Well, if he gets
He-
results...
We do not mistreat our prisoners.
The question is,
That's the
what
thing.
course
It's-
of
Perhaps there is another way.
What's
If
that?
we could somehow tap into this relay, we could use it to monitor Imperial fleet movements and adjust our own operations to avoid them.
Can it be done?
My crew and I have done
Hopefully.
plenty of jobs just like it.
Are you
Cool.
confident your ship can get in and out undetected?
We don't call it the Ghost for nothing.
You are authorized
Stealthy.
to proceed.
But what about Lothal?
Ezra, now's not the time.
If not now, when? Huh? We promised my people support. Our attack failed, but
yeah.
they're still waiting. Ryder's
Yeah.
counting on us.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Commander Bridger, let's you and I talk for a moment.
Okay. We're gonna have to
I
hear
am
about how
sympathetic to the plight of your people, Ezra. Like
there's a
you
lot of
all,
plights.
My home planet of Chandrilla is suffering at the hands of the Empire.
Oh.
We help these two worlds. What of Onderon? Or Ryloth? Or Montrose? What of the thousands of other... When we amassed our forces, we were routed by Thrawn's Starfleet and taught a valuable lesson. That we are not ready for open war.
Yeah,
That's-
well, some people say it's already
that's-
begun.
Well,
Indeed, they do.
yeah.
This is a time
But-
of difficult choices.
No
Sometimes
kidding.
impossible ones.
Shoot.
I understand. Thank you, Senator.
It's a horrible position to be in because it's true. Like, who do you help first? And I'm like, we really honestly, if we had the resource to help everyone, we wouldn't be here. Empire would be done for. So like, oh, that's it's so tricky.
You're upset. What is it?
I just feel so helpless.
Yeah.
When we were on Geonosis with Sa, we didn't always agree with how he did things. But it seems like he's the only one who doesn't care about all the politics. He just fights.
Ezra, It's not whether or not we fight.
It's how we choose to fight that matters. I know.
That's the thing, is we don't want to become just like the Empire.
Maybe we're choosing the wrong way.
I think if you really saw some of the stuff that Saw had done. Hey! Hi, Saw!
Your losses today stemmed from your leaders' cowardice. Their unwillingness to take decisive action against the Empire.
Whoa.
All
That's
across the
some strong
galaxy,
words.
Your people suffer while the leaders of this rebellion refuse.
Guys, we cannot fight amongst ourselves.
Should I shut it? You are going to lose.
I will not be lectured on military
He's
strategy by a man who's
not-
proven himself a criminal.
The Empire
Oh.
considers both of us criminals.
Yeah,
At least
it's
I
true.
act like one.
You
Oh,
target
shoot.
civilians, kill those who surrender,
Yeah.
break every rule of engagement.
Some harsh stuff.
If we degrade ourselves to the Empire's level, what will we become?
There she is!
Exactly.
That's the leader the rebellion needs. Where is that fire, that passion? When your
Is
people
there?
rebel?
She's just you can't just act out of rage either.
And the Empire reigns over the galaxy, unopposed. You will find some comfort in the knowledge that you fought according to the rules.
It's cold. It's cold. I see both points. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna stand here and say like Saw's totally in the wrong, because he's right in a way. Like, the Empire is not gonna, and up to this point, I feel like they've probably feigned that they're gonna play nice, but they're not.
Stone towers on Jalindi. The Ghost will approach at a high altitude.
Once they
and Ezra, Sabine, and Chopper will rocket
destroy the
jump
Senate, they'll
onto
know.
The dish. By the relay, the Empire will just build another one. This way, we can use it to stay one step ahead of them.
We're still hurting them in the long
It's
run.
not up for discussion.
Oh, I'm seeing how we're differing here on how we handle this. Now, I see what he's saying. We're not doing anything to directly disable them, but using something of theirs to our advantage is hurting them. It's just not
Right?
physically hurting them.
Never better.
I don't need to see you to know something's wrong.
Ezra's right. This won't hurt the Empire. And after what they did to my squadron, that's
Yeah.
all I want.
I hear you.
To hurt them the way they keep hurting us. Go
Right.
straight at them and blow that relay right off the map.
That's Guerrera talking, not you. You're doing the right thing.
I'm not even sure I know what the right thing is anymore.
So hard to know, sweetheart.
Jetpack, I happen to like wearing one.
Don't hit your jets too early or their sensors will pick us up.
Now he's into
What
the
if we hit him too
jetpack.
late? Yes, we're gonna crash!
But just ow! Oh! Ah! Oh! God! I don't know what I think is gonna happen. It just looked like he wasn't gonna get it. Oh, someone get Chopper! Ah! He's like, really, guys? Not even a hand? Ow!
Chopper, give me comm control. I've got an idea.
What? What are we doing?
We don't have time. If someone doesn't respond to them, they're gonna know something's wrong.
Marauder. This is Jalindi Outpost.
Is he doing an X?
Into the next rotation. You're creating a lot of difficulties for us. Maybe come back tomorrow?
What difficulties? Who is this?
This is
Jabba the Hutt.
Commander Brom Titus.
Is this some kind of a joke?
I am Commander Brom Titus.
Oh no!
Explanation.
Did he just make that up, or did he know there was someone named Bronchitis? Because I thought he was saying bronchitis at first. Hey! Sarah's just like, I'm on camera!
We're gonna need a pickup fast. Copy that. On our way. Here.
There we go.
I take it we're changing the plan.
We're changing the
Do
plan.
you want to salvage something from this mission or not?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah. If we can't subterfuge, let's just blow stuff up.
Sir, a small ship is approaching the relay at high speed.
Launch our new fighters to intercept and ready
Oh,
the gunners.
please don't launch the new fighters. Don't do that. Ezra! Catch him, catch him, catch him! Now she's gonna catch him. Oh boy. Thank you. No! Oh! Sorry, stormtroopers.
Go down into the fog.
How's she gonna see in the fog?
She won't have to. I will.
Boy, I must really trust you.
I really do.
Aww. course. Yeah. Good idea. We're gonna do the like sensing with the force in the fog thing again. I like it.
On my mark, go left, then make a quick right. Now. Level out.
Okay.
Turn to point 3.
Nice. Oh! That's what you get.
Whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Of all the times I say use the force, they're finally doing it.
Who is that?
I don't know, but they're my new favorites.
Ah! New favorite character unlocked. Oh, just gonna do a little pickup.
You rebels
Hey! I was wondering.
Heads up.
He's like,
I wouldn't think too long. Those charges are on a real short fuse.
He had a similar idea about. He's like, oh, don't ask me. Chopper, come on.
Explosives. Run for it!
So we wouldn't have been able to use that because he was gonna come blow it up. Thank you, Saw. We might not always agree, but that was a good assist.
After them.
So we're gonna blow it up. Okay, cool. So we wouldn't have been able to use that. We would have had like 10 minutes to use it if we had the mission had been successful before Saw came and blew it up.
Deal with the Empire.
Ezra, Sabine, are you there? Talk to me.
Hera, we're okay. Relax, Captain Cinderella. I've got them.
Correct.
I got you, kids. I mean, it's so hard. I wish we weren't all divided. Ah! Oh no. Dang it. They just show up at the worst times.
Don't worry, your kids will be fine with me. I enjoy fighting with a real army for a change.
Okay.
Return them to me at once.
Unless you two have any objections, we're going to leave.
What choice do we have?
Yeah, I don't
Get us
think
out
we
of
have. Okay. Oh, are we gonna do like a little mini mission with Saw? That's pretty frightening. You go to pick up your kids and somebody else takes off with them. Somebody you don't necessarily approve of. Did not see that coming. Thank you, Saw, for the assist. And also, I mean, think about it this way too. That like while Saw is trying to help them get out of there and did help them and like pick them up and everything, because at the end of the day, we're all rebels. We're all fighting the Empire, even if we strongly disagree on how to do it. Think about this too. They're young kids and they're very good at what they do. And does Saw, I hate to even think this way, but does Saw see this as an opportunity to maybe get a few new recruits? Not saying he wouldn't have helped them out anyway, but you gotta wonder, because Saw at the end of the day is all about the mission. I guess we'll find out. I guess we will find out. Wow, guys, that was fantastic. I think what we've done here is bring up some really, really good issues. And honestly, I've been thinking about these issues since watching Andor. A very different kind of take on what it means to fight the Empire and what it means to stand against the Empire. A much grittier look at it than maybe we had in, say, like the movies or in even in Rebels up to this point. You know, I wouldn't say Rebels has sugar-coated anything, or, you know, I know it's a little bit more of a kid-targeted show, but at the same time, like, they have no problems, in my opinion, really exploring some heavier topics. So I wouldn't say that up to this point it's been like, you know, like very sugar-coated, I guess, the best way I can think of to put it. But now we're really going to get into like, okay, well, because, you know, I think it's less about sugarcoating and more about, you know, when Mon was speaking, it's like I could hear Padme speaking through her. And it's so funny because I was just, who was I talking about this with the other day? I'm trying to remember how if Padme had lived, first of all, like, would that have been a big factor for Anakin to come back, you know? At that point, I'm not even sure because he was pretty far gone and he was force choking her. So, like, I'm not going to say for sure that she would have been able to convince him to, like, please get away from Palpatine. But let's say, like, everything had played out as normal, but Padme had lived. Padme, Bail, and Mon they were like all on the same, and I know that there's a deleted scene and I need to see it. There's a deleted scene of them, I think from the, is it from Revenge of the Sith? Yeah, it's probably from Revenge of the Sith. Kind of like, you could see how they would be like the dream team of like the Senate side of the rebellion. My point in all that is, I could like hear her ideals when Mon was speaking, and it takes some real passion, trust, belief in where you are at in the Senate, in all that it stands for, to even at this point be like, I still think there is a way out of this that is on the up and up. And like, we're talking about like peaceful negotiations and all that. And I'm just like, I have the benefit of having seen a lot of other content, of course, and I know what's going to happen. And I could just tell you the Empire does not give a hoot. The only reason that they haven't just wrecked everything at this point yet is because they just haven't yet. I mean, we know that later on, like, just blowing up Alderaan, just completely, taking the Senate and just... I mean, the Senate at this point is not even... And we saw that in Andor as well, that, like, the Imperial control is so strong now. It's more or less just for show. But, I mean, like, Mon just still believing that there is a way for them to persevere in that way. It's inspiring, but at the same time, you just know that it's not going to go that way. On the other hand, Saw, I feel like those are two extremes, I feel like there probably is a balance to, like, literally take no prisoners, do whatever it takes. This is a war. War's not pretty, and if we want to win, we gotta do whatever it takes. Do we do some Empire stuff? Sure, yeah, probably. Will it gain us our freedom? If there's a chance, then we gotta do it. Like, I see a little bit in that, like, is like, yeah, I mean, I get it. The Empire doesn't care if we're playing by the rules. On the other hand, like, and I think that maybe Sabine and Ezra are going to see, particularly Ezra firsthand, that, like, no, maybe we don't really want to be going to this extreme. Maybe that really is not for us. 'Cause, like, we've seen the levels that Saw can go to, but we haven't really spent a lot of time around Saw. I feel like maybe once we do, maybe we'll be like, whoa, never mind, this was not for us. I gotta think there's a middle ground to it, but I mean, Mom brings up some great points too, that, like, it's just hard because getting caught up in I saw this with the Republic, how they got caught up in all their own stuff, and before you knew it, it was like somewhere between the red tape, everything just, fell apart. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. I'm very glad I'm not the one who has to make the decision. I mean, I know that eventually, like, the rebels win and everything is fine. Sorry, guys. Spoiler alert if you've never seen a Star Wars movie. If you've never seen a Star Wars movie and you were just watching Rebels for the heck of it, first of all, welcome to Star Wars. Second, I'm sorry for the spoiler. I think we're all good. But yeah, really interesting stuff. And again, like, we were kind of talking about this during my Andor reactions too, is like at what point do we just, like, where's the line? Is the line important if we can gain our freedom? I think many would argue yes. You don't want to become... I remember there was a really good line. I wish I could remember what exactly it was. I'm sure you guys probably know what I'm talking about from Clone Wars, where Obi-Wan says, like, the things that you do in war are actually really important. And it's not just all about winning. All right, guys. I am going to take a break, get a snack, and prep for the next one because I have a feeling we're in for some stuff. So, great episode. I loved it. Oh my God, the show. Just when you think they can't get any better. I'm going to miss it like crazy. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. Saw is here. Saw has arrived. I will need you. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.